People. I'm live outside the Emirates tonight. For Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. No, not Tottenham, not West Ham, not Crystal Palace, not Middlesbrough, not Preston. Real Madrid. Arsenal 1, 2, 3. Real Madrid 0. Who would have thought it? If I would have said to you it was 3-0, you would have probably told me it was Real Madrid that won 3-0. Yeah? And I want to just say something because it has to be said now. That was outstanding tonight. From head to toe, from Raya to striker, from Mikel Arteta, from team selection, from tactics, from duels, from battles, from key individuals. That was outstanding. And I think we've got to really respect what Arsenal have just done out there tonight. People can say Real Madrid are rubbish if they want. People can say Real Madrid are not the Real Madrid they used to be. But we've played Real Madrid 3 times in my lifetime. And we haven't conceded a goal yet. And apparently, this is the best team in the world. Now, I will say this. I don't want to get too cocky. It's 3-0. There's another leg to go, right? And I appreciate that they can do mad things. They stink their way through competitions. They turn up when they think they're out. They never say die attitude. But 3-0, we should go through this tie now. I want to talk about some individuals tonight. And in fact, I'm not going to talk about the individuals. I'm going to actually go through every single player tonight because that for me was a performance that will be remembered for a very long time. I've been to the Emirates now since it's opened in 2006 and I've seen unbelievable nights. I've seen unbelievable days. I've seen brilliant weekends. I've seen brilliant games individually. I've seen individual performances. If I'm honest with you, this one beat the Arshavin night at Barcelona because that one for me at 2-1 was pretty phenomenal. But we went 2-1 up. And there was always the kind of doubt at the new camp that we might not go through. I would have taken 1-0 tonight. I would have taken 2-1 tonight. In fact, I would have probably taken 1-1 if I'm truly brutally honest with myself. 3-0? Nah, come on, man. Really? How many rival fans are going to talk about this tonight? How many in my WhatsApp group are going now, rival fans going, oh, Arsenal were good tonight? None. Silenced. The silence is deafening. A couple of people. Oh, has anyone seen the Arsenal result? Oh, has anybody seen Real Madrid apparently losing 3-0 to Arsenal? Anyway, what's happening on EastEnders tonight? No one cares, man. Why? Because, trust me, people, if it was 3-0 Real Madrid, my phone would be buzzing. Buzz all night. But it's not. It's silent because everyone hates it. They cannot stand this. Whether you're a Mikel Arteta fan, whether you're an Arsenal fan, whether you're a Kroenke fan, forget all that. Tonight, for me, is all about 3-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah? Let's talk about some individual performances, shall we? Let's start from Raya in goal. A lot of people will say tonight he didn't have much to do. But you know what? He actually did. When called upon tonight, he was outstanding. He was commanding. Clean sheet. Every time he went commanding in his box, he collected. Brilliant with his feet. Superb from making play, making himself available. Raya deserves a praise tonight. Absolutely he does. Yeah, Mbappe had a chance. Kylian Mbappe had a chance. Vinny Jr. had a chance. Rodrigo as well. You got Bellingham behind. You got Modric pulling the strings. Valverde, unbelievable footballer. And David Raya, when needed and called upon tonight, was superb. Then we go into the defence. Now I want to touch on our 2 fullbacks. Name me a better one-on-one defender than Jurrien Timber right now. You will not find one. The guy is ridiculously consistent. He's unbelievable. And as an ACL injury for the majority of last season, he's come back in now and he is literally a magician. The guy is on kryptonite. I don't know how the hell he's still doing it. An ACL injury, the consistent performances, whether it be at right back, left back or centre back, he has been phenomenal. Jurrien Timber is one of my favourite Arsenal players right now. I think when you look at defensively and you look at fullbacks and you look at world, I think he's right up there now. I'm not overhyping him. Name me 5 that are better than him. Name me 2 that are better than him. I don't know that there is. You can talk this season about Ola Aina and Trent in the Premier League. Timber for me has been right up there. And in Europe, I think he's been up there. We saw Dave at the Emirates the other day talking to me about how he would clearly put Timber in to a combined 11 with Real Madrid because he thinks he's one of the best in the world. He right now is putting in those consistent performances. There's no rival fan that doesn't rate Jurrien Timber because you can't not rate him. He's been phenomenal. Then I come to my boy at left back who's 18 years old. People, 18 years old. He's walked into the first team through the academy. He's held down his position at left back. He's got called up to his country. He's scored on his debut, put in a player of the match performance. And then what he's done is he's come into the Champions League and he's definitely passed that test as well. And what he's done tonight is just outstanding and should not be happening. For an 18-year-old to be that consistent and to put in a performance against Real Madrid, like he just has, with an assist, with an unbelievably consistent performance going forward and defensively, Miles Lewis-Skelly, take a bow, son. You are phenomenal. What a talent this guy is. People were excited about Ethan. I was one of them. People are talking about Max Dowman. Yes, absolutely, you should be. He's going to be superb. But you know what? I don't think people are talking enough about how fantastic this kid is and how good he looks and how composed he looks and how fearless he looks, how confident he looks. And yeah, he's got a little bit of stick in the media, if I'm honest. He has. He's got a little bit of stick on social media about him being a bit of a bad boy, about him having a bit of a disgust that he's got into the England side already. Do you know what? He's enjoying it. Fair play to him. Centre-back pairing of Saliba and Kivior. I saw a stat today that said that actually we haven't lost a game when them two have started together in the Premier League this season and also from last season going into the Champions League. And do you know what? I didn't want Kivior starting tonight, but I thought he was good. He didn't really give Mbappe, Vini or Rodrigo much of a chance, and when he was called upon, he delivered. There was the first literally couple of minutes of the game where he made a mistake, and I thought, right, that better be the last one. And do you know what? He ironed it out, and it was. Saliba. Yeah, you know why Real Madrid want this player. You know why Real Madrid want this player, because he's one of the best centre-backs you've seen in a long time, yeah? Let's just say it how it is. If I said to any football fan, whoever you support right now, here's 100 million, go and buy a centre-back, they're all buying Saliba. They're not buying Van Dijk, he's got a couple of years left. They're not buying Ruben Diaz likewise. They're not buying Rudiger because he's got a couple of years left. They are buying William Saliba. And tonight he was composed, he was calm. Everything asked upon him, he delivered brilliantly. Now let's move into midfield, shall we? An area of the pitch and a department that I still don't think we've got the balance right of. But do you know what? Tonight you wouldn't have known it. With a midfield of Bellingham, Valverde and Modric, I was like, rah, this could be tough. But my God, how good were we? Thomas Partey. Sorry, man, I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch. I've got to say it, I think he's close to player of the match tonight. Everything that he did in terms of his duels, he won. Delivering on the pitch with his passing. Unbelievable consistency when it comes to transition. And when you look at Thomas Partey's physical attributes tonight, he literally brushed everybody else aside. I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch. And do you know what? This season, he's probably been one of Arsenal's best players. If we have it right, Gabriel's my player of the season. But now that he's out injured, you'll probably see Thomas Partey come through, and it'll be actually a kind of roll of the dice between him and Timber, along with, of course, Gabriel. I thought he was outstanding. Martin Odegaard tonight, do you know what? He's not one of my favourite players of late, but he actually did deliver when he got on the ball. There was a few times where I thought maybe you could have shot, maybe you could have put the pass through a little bit sooner, but we've kind of seen that with Odegaard throughout most of the season. I'll come to Declan Rice though, and my goodness. I've got to eat a little bit of humble pie here, people, because I didn't think he could play in this 8, and he's just delivered an unbelievable performance in the 8 against Real Madrid. And it wasn't just an unbelievable performance because he scored 2 free kicks. I thought he was probably the player of the match tonight. I thought he was outstanding in everything that he did in terms of his drive forward. I thought that everything that was looking to be a threat towards goal, or their goal at least, looked to be coming through Declan Rice's position. And those 2 free kicks, I'm going to say this. I think it's the best free kick that Arsenal have ever scored. I'm trying to think of one better. I don't think there's a better free kick that Arsenal have ever scored than Declan Rice's second free kick. That is a bad boy free kick. If that's David Beckham, if that's Alexis Sanchez, if that's Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, we're talking about this as being one of the best Champions League free kicks. That is inch perfect from an unbelievably world-class goalkeeper in Thibaut Courtois that had absolutely no idea how to save it. It was literally, pick that one out, unsavable, inch perfect, literally one of the best free kicks I've seen, definitely at the Emirates era, probably across Arsenal's history. That for me in the Champions League is one of the best. And trust me, we did not buy Declan Rice for 105 million from West Ham to put in free kicks, top bins. But that's what he's doing. He's delivering. He has been outstanding. And do you know what? Let's just say it how it is. He was easily player of the match tonight. You can talk about Timber like I have. You can talk about Partey being consistent. Declan Rice deserves it, man, because he's the reason we're through right now, potentially through. 3-0 up. Come on, man. You cannot go out in this second leg now. There's no way Arsenal can bottle this one. Yeah, we've got to lose 4. Yeah, maybe 3. You take it extra time, you'd be a bit nervy. We cannot allow them to put 3 past us at the Bernabeu. We certainly can't allow it to go out and allow them to score 4. I think we need to play this very, very cool in the second leg. Now let's come to our front 3. I didn't think Martinelli was outstanding tonight, neither was Saka. They didn't really have to be. If I'm honest with you, they didn't. I thought they delivered in terms of what they created. Saka obviously allowed us to get a couple of free kicks where he was fouled, what we scored from. Martinelli was a fair threat towards the second half, maybe not so much in the first. But I've got to lastly big up Mikel Merino, because Mikel Merino's now got 6 goals in 9 games, which, to be fair, or is it 10 games? It's probably what Kai Havertz was doing. But nobody's mentioning Kai Havertz being missed. Nobody's mentioning us needing a striker that is Kai Havertz-like coming in, because Mikel Merino is doing everything that he was doing in terms of his attributes. He's a focal point, he's a target man. He's actually got better feet, in my opinion. He's definitely able to finish better than Kai Havertz, in my opinion, as well. And I don't want to slate Kai because I do see him as a squad player. But I think it just proves to me that we need a massive upgrade in the summer on what Kai Havertz is delivering, because Mikel Merino's come in and we haven't missed Kai Havertz at all. That was an unbelievable finish tonight, by the way. Brilliant assist from Miles Lewis-Skelly. Superb finish from Mikel Merino. And Arsenal find themselves 3-0 up going into the second leg at the Bernabeu. And I'm asking myself, can we mess this up? Now, it's Arsenal. Of course we can, right? I've seen this do before. I see us 4-0 up against Newcastle in the first half. We somehow drew 4-4. That was in one game. We could easily still slip up. But if Mikel Arteta wants to take anything away from tonight, be tactically astute and get yourself through this second leg. Because for me right now, if we do not get through after beating Real Madrid in this first leg 3-0, I don't quite know how anyone can live with themselves, including himself, right? So for me, we move on now, knowing that the Premier League is pretty much done and that this competition is what we can put all of our eggs in the basket for. Roll the dice, go for it. If we do manage to get ourselves through, let's concentrate on the second leg first. If we do find ourselves through, we've got PSG or Aston Villa. I'd fancy our chances over there more than I would Real Madrid, and we've just walked past them 3-0 tonight. So anything can happen in this competition, yeah? It would be very, very Arsenal to put in a performance like this and then not make it easy for us in the second leg. Let's make sure that we do not do that. Let's be comfortable in this second leg. Of course, we've got Brentford at the weekend, which I'm sure we'll all be excited for. This will be buzzing now. And then we've got to go to the Bernabeu and make sure we deliver, make sure we get through, make sure we're very mature with our performance. I lastly want to say this, the fans tonight were absolutely outstanding. From minute one, in terms of what we were putting up, what the crowd had got for us, what the stadium had made for us, in terms of the songs we were singing, the noise, the volume, everything was there. We drowned out the noise of the Real Madrid fans, who, by the way, are outstanding when they come away from home, right? I saw them at King's Cross today. Trust me, they're outstanding. When I look at what Arsenal did as a fan base tonight, it really made me proud. Mikel Arteta got everything bang on. Arsenal Football Club were bang on. Arsenal's players were bang on. And tonight is one to be proud of. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And we'll see you next time, people. We're out of here.